You ever notice some people only show love when it benefits them? Like when you're useful to them, when you're helping them, when you're giving them energy, suddenly they're around. But the second you start focusing on yourself, the energy changes. And honestly, that realization hurts more than people think. Because when you care deeply about people, you expect loyalty, not perfection, not constant attention. You just want genuine energy. You expect people to support you the same way you support them. But everybody isn't built like you. Some people only keep you around for convenience, for attention, for comfort, for what you can do for them emotionally. And the craziest part is, you don't usually realize it until you stop giving so much. That's when people start acting distant. That's when they switch up. I think a lot of us ignore the signs because we don't want to believe that people can really be like that, especially people we genuinely care about, people we stay loyal to. But sometimes you gotta stop looking at people for their potential and start looking for their patterns. Patterns never lie because real support feels different. Real support doesn't disappear when you're struggling. Real people don't only show up when life is going good for you. And honestly, I think that's why a lot of people feel emotionally exhausted. They keep pouring into people who only take. And after a while, you start feeling disconnected. Not because you hate people, because you start realizing how rare genuine energy is. That changes you. It makes you quieter, more observant, more protective of your peace. I used to think maybe I was overthinking things. Maybe I expected too much from people. But then I realized loyalty isn't asking for too much. Respect isn't asking for too much. The problem is, a lot of people only know how to love when it's convenient. And social media made it worse too. Now everybody supports what looks successful, what looks beneficial, what gives them status. But very few people support the quiet stages of life, the rebuilding stage, the healing stage, the struggling stage. That's where you really learn who's real. And honestly, that lonely feeling changes people. You stop telling people your plans, you stop explaining yourself, you stop expecting understanding from everybody because you realize not everybody deserves access to your energy. And maybe that sounds cold, but sometimes protecting your peace is necessary because constantly giving your energy to people who only support you when it benefits them will slowly drain you emotionally. And people don't talk enough about emotional exhaustion, that feeling where you're mentally tired even when you haven't said anything yet. But I think the biggest lesson in all of this is learning how to stop chasing validation from people. Because once you stop needing approval, you start seeing people clearly. You stop forcing connections, you stop begging for support, and you start moving differently, quietly. So if you've been feeling distant lately, if you've been feeling disconnected from certain people, maybe it's not because you've changed for the worse. Maybe you're just starting to notice things that you've ignored before. And honestly, that awareness might be exactly that what saves your peace in the long run.